Welcome everybody to a new episode of the Mike Salone Podcast. My name is Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show, I have Mike, Rod, and Spike.
What up, though?
B is out this week, and as you can see, we are virtual. We are in the process of moving, recording locations. So this week will be virtual, and next week we'll actually be off for Labor Day weekend. So we're not recording next week. Nevertheless, we're here, man, to go over the week and you know.
That wasn't me that time.
Okay,
That wasn't me that time. My shit's
It
closed.
wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Who
My
is it?
is closed.
Is it me?
It has to be.
Close.
I don't have any type of sounds or anything going on.
I just closed my messenger.
Does it
But
still
no, I
have
have-
messenger
it closed?
Yeah,
Nah,
but
you got it
that's
closed.
rare for me. I normally have all my stuff on silent, but I don't know. Anyway, our fun facts.
Is he frozen?
Fun facts. I
Is
think
Ken
he's
frozen?
just doing a pose. He's just doing a pose. Like now, he got to be frozen.
Look like he
Uh,
look like he getting that good spike.
Where's that
Yeah.
Damn, did I freeze?
Yo,
He
yeah,
did.
he
You missed,
froze.
you missed
You shoulda got a
McConnell on
picture
this.
of that.
You missed McConnell on this real quick.
It was.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I was like, all right. I said, as we always do, let's get into our fun facts, and it was just quiet. And I
It's like,
was switching.
okay.
I was opening the tab. I was like, is everybody here?
Oh,
And I went
my
back.
We
God.
heard you. That's what's funny. We heard you.
All right,
okay.
fun facts. When you do a Google, the query is 1,000 computers. The query uses 1,000 computers to find the answer in 0.2 seconds.
Mm.
There are almost 5 billion internet users in the world. The median age of the world's population was 30 years old in 2019. And lastly, in 2010, Google tried to find out how many books there were in the world. They reckon that there are 130 million of them. So that's what I got. Fun facts.
All right. So today is August 24th. Let's do a couple birthdays. There were some other people, but it was people I didn't give a fuck about. But this one I thought was actually kind of interesting. Arthur Crudup. Arthur Crudup was born in 1905. He's a blues singer. And if y'all are not familiar with Arthur Crudup, you've probably heard Elvis cover quite a few of his songs, including That's All Right, which is known as one of Elvis's more popular songs. It was like one of his first songs or whatever that got him some recognition. But you can find Arthur Crudup's version online. And before this, I was reading that Elvis Presley recorded 3 of Crudup's songs, which sold millions of copies. But Crudup received no royalties, which is always the way it goes. So he recorded That's All Right, which I'm sure you probably heard that song. That's all right, mama. That's all right with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he also did Shout, Shout, Shout and Mean Old Frisco Blues. I believe those are the 3 songs. I could be wrong. But anyways, Arthur Crudup's birthday is today. If you've not listened to his music, it's fucking great. So go check that out. A couple of events that happened today. In 2009, a coroner ruled Michael Jackson's death a homicide, which was caused by a mix of drugs meant to cause insomnia. This is not the day that he died. This is the day that the coroner ruled it a homicide. So I remember this day very, very, very well. Now this, too bad B's not here. This was interesting. So we were talking about Stevie Wonder last week, I believe, or maybe the week before. But in 1953, Stevie Wonder became the first artist ever to score a U.S. #1 album and single in the same week. And he was #1 on the album chart with Little Stevie Wonder, the 12-year-old genius and had the #1 single, Fingertips Part 2. So I'm going to tell y'all, I was not familiar with this album nor this song. So I went and listened to them, and boy, are they terrible.
Mm.
I'm realizing I don't think I like old Stevie Wonder. I don't think I like really old 50s Stevie Wonder. It sounds like kind of like gospel a little bit. It's just not my thing. Clearly I didn't get put on to Stevie until the 70s. Maybe even, some of the more popular stuff like Intervisions, that kind of thing. But yeah, I've never gone back. But if y'all get bored, go check out old. I don't even think you would recognize it. If somebody played this for you, you would not be like, "Oh, that's Stevie Wonder." If you said that you called it out, you're a fucking lie.
I did for those that are listening, I did a whole Stevie Wonder discography review where I went album by album on my channel on YouTube a couple of years ago. And I stopped in the 80s. I got to finish it, but I have listened to those albums. Yeah, there were albums that I hadn't listened to before too, but it was really interesting kind of watching his growth over the years from that kid to where he eventually became. But
yeah, I'm sure it would be interesting watching it song by song, album by album, because listening to this, I'm just like, how the fuck did you get to higher ground from this? When I say it's terrible, let me be clear. I don't like that kind of music, period. So it's not like I'm saying Stevie Wonder made bad music, because I can already tell somebody's gonna fucking bug out. I don't like that kind of music. It's not interesting to me. But it was just very interesting knowing that Stevie Wonder made that. Let's see. A real quick hip hop debut. Again, B's not here, and he's probably the only one that might care about this. But in 1993, the Alcoholics released their debut album, 21 and Over. What's your favorite Alcoholics album, Spike?
Who?
I'm joking. And also, this is for the real serious hip hop fucking dorky backpacker nerds. In 1999, the High and Mighty released their debut album, Home Field Advantage, which I'm sure nobody listened to, but I've mentioned that album many times on here because it contains my favorite Eminem feature of all time on this album. And y'all might not know, but I guarantee y'all have probably heard a couple of the songs, because he has a song with Mos Def on there. I think it's called B-Boy Document, and it's been sampled a bunch. And if people list some of Mos Def's best songs, a lot of times they'll throw that song out there. But yeah, if y'all get bored, go throw on that High and Mighty album today, and especially check out that Eminem verse, because it's really good. Let me give you one bar, Spike.
Oh God.
He says, "If I don't got 2 balls and a middle finger to throw up, I'm taking off both shoes and sticking each middle toe up." You like that, Spike?
That's clever. That is clever. I needed you here last week, Rod, man. I had to explain the significance of how iconic, what's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6 line was to Nick, Ken, and Mike. None of them were on board. It was like, okay,
crazy.
it's just.
Well, that's not crazy.
It is crazy.
We're not J fans.
But
I mean, I know numbers. I don't think I have to be a J fan. I know numbers.
Ken told me it was a grade point average. He's like, what is he talking about? What did you say that? Yeah, Mike's like, what are you talking about? His grade point average?
Well, I think I said that. I don't think Ken said that.
Mike said that. You're right.
What did you say? What the difference with 20 to 30 grams, something like that?
20 to 30 G's, cocksucker, beat it.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Bars, bro.
Imaginary players. Imaginary players is the song.
I listened to the song, Spike.
What'd you think?
It's not bad.
Her flow
I she did a good job of trying of paying homage to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Wait, whose song are you talking about now?
Cardi.
Imaginary
Players.
Cardi did Imaginary Players.
I didn't listen to it. Sorry.
You hadn't heard it?
Man.
I don't know. It was everywhere.
You didn't hear that, Mike? Mike, you hear that? You hear that now?
You be online.
Not like I used to be.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear
it.
She
did all right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. She might pull this off. Rod, you familiar with Lewis Lattimore, right?
Lewis Lattimore.
Nope.
Black inventor who made the light bulb practical. I don't know why I feel like
he made it practical.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like you mentioned it before or something, but yeah. So Edison's original light bulbs, they burned out too quick, and in 1881,
Black man made it better.
Yep, patented a carbon filament. LL came along, patented a carbon filament that allowed the bulbs to last way longer and be produced at a lower cost.
That's what they should be talking about,
my man.
That's what they should be talking about. That's a good one, Ken.
Yep,
that's a good one.
Speaking of Stevie Wonder, I heard this. Y'all know about this fake Stevie Wonder that's going around?
AI Stevie?
Maybe he's not fake. Maybe it was like they were doing like a Motown something, but there was a Stevie Wonder out. He was the dreads and the glasses and everything came out, and he was performing some of the songs and stuff like that, and then something fell off the piano, and he reached around and caught it. And people were like, that's not Stevie, and they got mad.
You don't think Stevie could do that? I bet Stevie could do that.
Yeah, superpower.
I don't know, bro.
Daredevil can do
it.
Daredevil. Daredevil can do it. Stevie Wonder can do it.
Yeah, and crowd got mad and booed the man. And he got him over there.
Somebody said they seen Stevie backing out a driveway before, so I think he can do
that. Yeah, the rearview camera and everything. Right. Yeah, the rearview camera. Yeah.
And somebody say he beat him at air hockey. Somebody
that was Johnny Gill.
That
was Johnny Gill that said that on Sean Stockman's podcast. He's starting to blow up.
If Stevie Wonder beat me in air hockey, bro, I probably would just not come outside anymore.
I definitely wouldn't tell nobody.
I would. Stevie Wonder, like
that is a story though. You're right. That is a good story. He can't
see, but his hearing is probably way better than everybody. He can feel shit. You sit this man down at any piano, he just plays it. So he's got to have like a different, what do you call it, like sensory or whatever?
Senses,
yeah. Something heightened. When you lose one, another one's supposed to heighten, or the other one's heightened, or something like that.
Right. And he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's always been blind, right?
He might have been like legally blind.
Yeah, no, I think he was. I think Ray Charles had an accident.
Right. I think Stevie was always blind. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
I'm wrong.
Movie said.
He was
shortly after birth. He was blind, like, very young. So yeah, he's like Daredevil.
I still want to watch that.
Yeah,
like the original one. The original one.
Oh, yeah.
I keep starting it and I stop it. I never get all the way through.
All right, best thing seen. What you got, Rod?
I don't know if Spike put this here or somebody else did, but this is actually a good one in here that he put there in case I wasn't here.
I thought you was going to be out. That's why I put it in there.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just out of town. But since we are virtual, I said I could still hop on. But yeah, the black teacher that went viral for celebrating uplifting fellow black male educators. I brought him up here before. I brought him up in conversation before here on the podcast. That's Shivy. I've actually done work with him. But I tell y'all all the time, he always doing like stuff in the like political area and stuff. This is the same guy. You probably also remember him from a tragic thing that happened with him with his son had drowned in Pensacola, Florida Beach. That's him. That's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy. And it was crazy. He's done this before. This is something he's always done. He's always highlighted black male educators and stuff. So it was funny that this one went viral. I was like, oh, he does it all the time. Like, so if I guess it just somebody finally paid attention to what he was doing. But no, I thought it was dope, man. I always think he does way more than that. Like this thing is just an example of what he does all the time or whatever. So I thought that was interesting that he got this much notoriety from it. And then it's also making other black educators do it. I don't know if y'all saw, but it's starting to become like a trend. Well, I seen a couple different people do it. I don't know if it's trending yet, but I saw some other black educators go around showing how many specifically black male teachers they have in their school, which is I think it's like the percentage is like 1 point something. So the fact that we have that many schools in Atlanta alone, like we probably make up that percentage for the most part in the United States. So I don't know. I thought that was dope. It wasn't a really good thing to see. So I'm glad you put that in here. And you obviously saw it. So yeah, that would definitely be my best thing seen this week as far as good news, because it was on the news and everything. So yeah, and they're still putting it on the news. I think it's still like spreading. Had you guys seen it?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So Spike, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was pretty dope. Just spreading awareness. I think that number, like, I looked at it once and it's probably gone up since then, but it's like 0.3% of all teachers were black males.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that he's doing this in the educational space, and it ain't all about like money or things of that nature, and showing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need a lot more black male teachers.
Yeah, and it's not just like coaches, because I'm sure we all have
Right.
like black coaches and
Coaches,
stuff like
like
that. But
educators.
this is actually educators. Like, not saying that those coaches aren't educators, because I definitely got a lot of game from my coaches and PE teachers and stuff like that. But just actual, teaching subject matter is what that percentage is. So yeah, I thought that was really dope.
Is there a specific focus on them being black male teachers versus black females? I didn't read the whole thing.
Yeah,
I knew you were here, so I thought you were gonna have a different best thing seen.
Oh yeah. Nah, this was a good one. This is one I wanted to bring anyway. So when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one I wanted to bring. But yeah, I mean, there's the percentage is probably a lot higher. I don't know what it is, but with black, your mother's a teacher, so like,
right,
like. Yeah, the women is different, but the males is so like low, really low. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I don't remember having any black male teachers. I had black female teachers, and just to show you how racist Conyers was, they used to call her Black Dog. That was her nickname. She was a fucking physics teacher, super smart, obviously super smart. She used to get on me because I didn't wear chapstick. Is
that why you have chapstick now? Like all the time? Is that why you have chapstick all the time?
It might be. Shout out Miss Burton. It might be because of her. Yeah, the kids used to call her Black Dog. She was the only. She might have been the only black teacher I had at that school. Now that I'm thinking about it,
dog. Did they get reprimanded for that?
No, I mean they wouldn't call it to her face. She probably would have beat their ass. No, they would be like, I got Black Dog at 3:30, or I got Black Dog, Black Dog just gave us a test. Make sure you study. And the fucked up thing is, when I first moved here, obviously I was like 13. I was like, I didn't get it. I was like, why are they calling her Black Dog? Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Crazy.
Coming from Sacramento, shit like that didn't happen. Yeah. At least not around me. So I just didn't even understand. But yeah.
Y'all ever been suspended from school?
Bad. Yeah.
What?
No, not me.
I got suspended off the bus. I ain't never get suspended from school.
I got suspended.
It made me think. It made me think I got rolled up one time, Mike, because I called this teacher by his first name.
That's it?
Yeah, he was pissed.
That's crazy.
I think he was just having a bad day too. But it wasn't like just in the classroom. It was randomly in the hallway. His name, I'll never forget this. His name was Charlie Brasford. And he walked out of the class. I said, Charlie Brasford, because this was like 7th grade.
Why would you get mad about that and get suspended?
Racist ass white man.
What? That's
I was really
crazy.
fucking with. So
I would have laughed if somebody did that shit to me. I'd be like, boy, you can't call me that. Why would you get mad?
Right.
What a loser.
He's from Tennessee. Spike from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, he was probably on crack then. He probably just got done smoking some crack.
He could have been. He could have been on crack. I wouldn't I wouldn't have doubted it. He could have been one of the weekend warriors, Mike.
Might have been
Oh
because he
man.
can't smoke while he's teaching class. He got
That's why he was agitated.
Oh my god. Right. Just give me the drink. Just give me the drink.
I'm trying to think. I got suspended a couple of times. I never got suspended off the bus. I definitely got suspended once because me and my boy Andrew were playing in the hallway, and I acted like I was going to do like a wrestling move, and I like shoved him real hard, but he like jumped back, and he went into the glass door and cracked the glass. And we were, and the fucked up shitty thing is, we were doing it because I was in multimedia class. Like that's where I first learned how to like do like edits and stuff. So we were doing it as a skit. So the entire thing was recorded. And Coach Brian came over, the same coach I told y'all about that got upset because I didn't know what Martin Luther King's birthday was. And I asked him what his birthday was. Same dude. He came and snatched me and Andrew up, sent us to the principal's office, and immediately made it a race thing. He said that it was a race war and this only happened. And me and Andrew were like homies. We're still friends to this day.
That's crazy.
But he tried to make it out to like it was like a race thing. And he's like, maybe he said something wrong. And then Mike got mad. Bro, I was the most picked on kid. I didn't fucking attack people. The last thing I would have done is throw a motherfucker through a glass door. But I got fucking suspended for that shit. That was one of the things.
Crazy. Your mom didn't go up there raising hell?
She let that one go because I think she believed me out because she's seen Andrew. She knew Andrew. I was like, Ma, we weren't fighting. We were playing around and he hit the glass and it cracked. I'm glad they didn't try to make us pay for it, honestly. But no, I didn't get in trouble when I got home.
No, I'm saying raising hell like with the school system because she believed you. Remember last time you told us that she went up there and went off on somebody?
That was when I was much younger. That was when I was still developing. By this point, my brain was as developed as it's going to be. So no, I don't remember her doing anything. I don't remember her really getting that mad about it. I just remember her letting it go because they gave me schoolwork to do at home, so I just did the work at the house.
Okay,
it was just stupid.
Gotcha. I did do a quick search on the percentage of the minority women, well, black women. It was 4.8 to 7.7, so it's still low.
And what'd you say the men was again?
It's like 1 point something. Yeah.
Wow.
I just looked it up. It's 1.3.
Yeah.
So is this all this guy does? He just walks around celebrating people for doing their job?
Nah.
He highlights like black men, Ken.
Yeah. No, he's actually a really good teacher. He's an economics teacher. Like he's
so Shivy's a teacher himself?
Yeah, he is a teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a teacher himself. He's a teacher and he's on the not superintendent, but he was nominated for some district position. I forgot what it was. I went to it and everything. Yeah, but I forgot what it was because that was like a couple years ago. He's prominent, pretty prominent person.
I was reading an article this morning about the city in North Carolina voted 2-1 for Trump, and they got their grant cut because of all the stuff he's been doing. They were victims of the DEI thing, and they are hot and pissed about it, and predominantly white school or whatever. And yeah, it was messed up what happened to them, but that's what they get. But either way it go, they were supposed to get a lot of money grant. They had their grant taken from them because of the cuts and stuff. Because I guess under Biden, they said they were gonna do something to focus on diversity hiring or whatever. And they went to like HBCUs to just try to recruit more teachers is one of the things, but not specifically to just hire black teachers just because they're black. But anyway, so a lot of teachers in their area, some are not going to get their bonus, some having to go to other cities to teach there to make up make more money. And then they said that one of the parents said that they always have a revolving door of teachers. They can't keep teachers, and they had an uncertified teacher that's been teaching their kid for like 3 or 4 years now. And they said since Trump got in office, they reapplied for the grant money, and they still got denied. So it was a hell of a read.
Well, I mean, it sucks for the teachers because I mean, doesn't mean that the teachers all voted for Trump, right?
That is correct. Yes,
So,
they are victims of this thing.
Right. So that sucks for them, but just shows what voting for Trump will do.
Yeah. So, because I think some were close to retiring in 8 years, 4 to 8 years, and the money that they were going to get to boost their payroll and salary would have contributed to like $300 extra a month in their retirement just from that, and it's just gone, and they can't even get it overturned. So, and they were like, we weren't doing. That was the thing. They were like, we weren't doing DEI stuff. Like, I don't get it. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, a lot of stories going around like that. Yeah. But moving on, man. Talking about crazy stories. Cracker Barrel has been in a firestorm this past week because they rebranded and they ditched Uncle Herschel from the logo. And it's their first major logo redesign since 1977, getting rid of the man leaning on a barrel and dropping Old Country Store. And it's just text only, Cracker Barrel on a gold background, which is part of, and all the more rebranding push. So they've been redecorating their whole buildings and all kind of stuff. So there's this whole push to rebrand the whole company, and apparently conservatives are upset. They're calling the change woke, and they accusing the brand of erasing nostalgia and flipping middle American values. And Donald Trump Jr. led the backlash, and even Steak and Shake of all people threw some shade, saying Cracker Barrel was erasing heritage. The stock plummeted 7 and 12%, between 7 and 12%. And yeah, we'll see if this outrage continues. So did any of you guys see that over the past week?
I didn't see that, but I saw. I mean, I was gonna bring this up to y'all last time I was there. So not last week, but the week before last. And I didn't know that they were actually like rebranding across, I guess, wherever they are across the country or whatever they were. But the dude, I forgot his name. He's a comedian, and he was just saying how he don't like it. You know what I'm saying? He like his Cracker Barrel is racist. He want to feel racism when he walks in the building. He say, "I need my Cracker Barrel to feel racist. I need it to feel like, you know, they're just on the edge of like not wanting to serve me." Like, it was the most hilarious thing, and I almost brought it up to you guys as best thing seen, but it wasn't like news or whatever. But nah, man, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of with him, man. Look, I like the aesthetic of Cracker Barrel. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting against it too, Ken. Like, look, I need my Cracker Barrel to be just a little bit racist, bro. I needed it to be a little bit racist for that.
Not the clean Cracker Barrel.
I don't want the clean one, man. I needed to be. Hey, look. I needed to feel like that, man. This logo, what is that?
But what makes that not racist or woke is what I'm still confused about.
Because like, oh wait, say that one more. No, say the question.
You heard what I said.
I didn't. I want to make sure I answer it correctly.
You heard what I said.
No, I want to make sure I'm going to answer it correctly.
Answer. Go ahead and answer it now because you stalled long enough to get an answer.
No, I'm asking you. I don't know what you said.
I'm fucking with I'm trying to understand what about the logo change makes it woke or makes it feel like they're not as racist. Because I watched a news thing with the new CEO woman, and she was like, basically ain't shit inside changing. So I'm confused.
They have changed it. So if you look at, so I'll start with the logo. So the logo,
Because they
I
moved the
want to say
cracker off the barrel.
no. So apparently there's whips inside that barrel. Like it's supposed like that whole thing is supposed to be like a whip. Like so the where the K is coming off, that's supposed to be like a whip. And then it's supposed to be
Really?
and it's supposed to be
What?
whips in that barrel. Yeah. It's supposed to be whips in the barrel. But
Don't even try to move from that. 'Cause we're gonna. I'm looking at this
Wait, there's
right
whips
now.
in the
This
barrel, bro?
sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
Cracker
wait,
whip.
where is the whip?
Cracker whips. So the whip
Where's
is a
the
part
whip?
of the logo. You're a designer, so like you look at it,
I'm looking
that
at the
K is
logo
supposed
now.
to.
In the K?
Yeah. No, so the K kind of swirls off of the, and then goes around the Cracker Barrel. That's supposed to be a whip. That's said to be a whip, and it's also said to be whips inside the barrel.
Has anybody seen the whips in the barrel?
Like the crack on the whip? Like I'm telling man, look, it's. I think it's
with a
literally
K and the R.
wrestling.
With a K
with a K wrapped
connected to the
around.
R,
Yeah.
that's the whip.
Y'all, I wish y'all would just use Google just every once in a while.
Hey,
Before
look,
y'all
Google.
just
But
on
what
here
we
saying
say? What we
crazy
say?
shit.
Google.
That is
Google.
false. I'm looking at Snopes right now. It's
Of course they're gonna
false.
say it's false.
No, they're not. Snopes doesn't lie. Snopes put out. Look, they look shit up and they figure out what's real and what's not.
Which
The
who does
rumor
that?
that the Cracker Barrel logo includes a hidden whip is false. Y'all just,
I'm just telling.
I'm believing it
Hey,
for a
look.
hot second. I'm like, oh
I'm
shit,
just
that's a
telling you.
whip.
Now look. I'm just telling you. That's what's been said. That's what's been said. It's been put out there that that's a whip and there's whips inside it. Obviously, we don't know if it's whips inside the barrel because it's just a barrel. But is that something that people used to do back in the day to keep the whips inside of a barrel? Is that true?
Fuck if
You
I know.
asking
Why would
Ken.
do they keep whips inside of a barrel? That seems like a weird place to put a whip. Just hang it up.
Like,
But everybody,
inside of a barrel.
it's just everything is and then the cracker part, like the crack of a whip. I don't know.
No, I know
man.
whip cracker. That's what cracker comes from. I get all that, but
Yeah.
I'm still trying to. But the place is still called Cracker Barrel. So what about the logo change is woke? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So that it doesn't have Uncle Herschel there anymore. The
So
old
what?
racist white guy. The old racist white guy in the what's said to be a whip around the logo, and then the actual barrel itself that holds the whips.
Why would they take him off if it was fake, Mike?
Why would they take him off? What?
Why'd they take him off if the story wasn't true? If it ain't
Why
a
did
whip,
they change
he ain't a
Dunkin' Donuts
race.
to Dunkin'? And why did they shorten a bunch of company names?
I think they're just doing it to look more sleek and modern. That's all.
That's
it
what
look
I
like to me.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a big much to do about nothing. I can't.
Same.
Well, I won't say I can't believe because people outrage over anything nowadays, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I think the
so
aesthetic is just modernized.
so that's the logo. The aesthetic of the place, like the stuff that they put on the walls. And I know, Mike, you haven't been in one in a long time, but the stuff they put on the walls is very racist. Like they had a lot of old white people, and then they started changing that too. They started putting old black people on the walls. I don't know if you've been in one, Ken, and they started changing that too. That was like the first change. They started putting like old black photos of people and stuff like that on the walls. But now it's just like just regular stuff. Like it's I don't know, like
Cereal boxes and like flour, like old timey packaging, like all of that type of
yeah,
stuff.
it's like it's not people anymore. It's just regular stuff. It don't look like a Cracker Barrel.
Y'all are weird, man.
I just wonder
Y'all
where
are
they get
weird.
this stuff from.
Like I watched some because I saw it when it popped up. I honestly did not think Spike was going to put this on the list of things he talked about.
But so many people were talking about it on social media. I couldn't believe it.
No. I'm not saying you're wrong, Spike. I never thought it was going to get big enough to where it was like, oh, Spike's going to put this on the list. So when I saw conservatives talking about it, first of all, nobody mentioned anything about the whip. And when people did bring up Uncle Herschel, they were actually making a case that he was not racist. I don't know if he was or not, and I don't personally give a fuck. But it just really seemed like they were just trying to make the logo more sleek. Removing Uncle Herschel, I don't see that as woke. I think that, first of all, I think conservatives just like to use the word woke for anything that challenges whiteness, even though this doesn't challenge whiteness at all. Cracker Barrel is still white, y'all. Cracker Barrel is still a white ass restaurant. So nothing is changing. So I'm really confused about what the fuck. I think white people just want to be mad about something and they just want to feel like they're victims.
Yep.
It's fucking pathetic. I will say you are an absolute fucking loser if you're seriously mad about this.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't there's nothing woke about it. This whole go woke, go broke push phrase that they're throwing out. This was crazy. But you know, the funny thing about it is that they were mad that they were rebranding the inside of the stores. Like that was the first thing. They were like, why are you guys changing the way Cracker Barrel looks inside? And now this, but McDonald's have changed their logo, Pizza Hut has changed their logo. Mike already mentioned Dunkin' has changed. Like everybody's kind of going through this whole sort of rebranding. And nothing's changed, but all they did was make it look more sleek, clean, and they just took the guy off. Like, this isn't an attempt to erase your history or anything. Like, I don't understand, but woke is a way to just keep people riled up. And the biggest thing I was looking for is what is the response of Cracker Barrel, the CEO that's doing this? Will they cave or will they just move forward? And then from what I saw, it sounded like she was like, the CEO was like, "No, this is what it is. It tests well, people like it, and we're gonna keep moving forward." And that's it. So we don't care what y'all say.
Weren't they already suffering financially? Weren't they already having trouble?
I don't know as a company overall before the stock drop because of this. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I read that they were. I didn't look deep into it because again, I did not know this was going to be a real serious thing. But I had read that they were already going through financial troubles before this, which means to me that motherfuckers weren't going to Cracker Barrel the way that they act like they love Cracker Barrel. Because like these motherfuckers on the news were just like, I just want to know. When I'm driving down the street, I can know I can get off at the next exit. I'm gonna get me some good food. I can get some good Southern food. It's like, first of all, I mean, I've been to a Cracker Barrel because my mom likes that nasty ass fucking restaurant.
It's not nasty.
There's no fucking way you're getting good food at Cracker Barrel. And my thing is this: if you genuinely think that Cracker Barrel has racist tendencies, why the fuck are y'all going there? I'm talking to black people right now.
Because the pancakes are amazing.
That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro. That y'all look at a restaurant and you say, you know what? The K is a whip. Cracker Barrel comes from whipped cracker, and there's racist stuff inside. But I want some pancakes. I'm embarrassed for y'all.
Didn't this all start with didn't they refuse to see black people like a long time ago?
There was a story about that.
It was like 2 or 3 stories, and I think it kind of snowballed from there. In the sense of everybody now associated them with being racist. I didn't know anything about the crack and the whip thing that Rod just told me.
I know you knew about the crack, Spike. You said you from. I know you knew about the crack.
The whip crack.
That's what's in the barrel.
That's right. If it was a Nashville Cracker Barrel, it would just be called Crack Barrel.
The crack spot. That's what we call it, the crack spot. Yeah. But no, I just feel like that they never got away from that story. Yeah. I don't think that it's a racist brand or they being overtly racist. That stuff that's in there, the decor, I think it's just old timey stuff that was subjectable when they made it, and then today it really shouldn't be in there as far as we concerned as black people, but white people didn't care about it. But I did always wonder where they get all that shit from that's in there. Where do they get all of that shit from?
It probably gets donated from the motherfuckers that work there.
But if you go to more than one, it's some of the same shit in there. Like somebody makes it for them.
Oh,
could be.
It's crazy.
It really could be.
You know, I think, you know, it's kind of like a joke about racism until they actually ended up being racist.
Right.
You know, about, you know, going to eat the food, tolerating the racism because the food is good. I think it was just kind of a black kind of inside joke that, you know, took place.
Is it a joke?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always understood. I never took any of that stuff serious, but you walk out of there, your belly full. you kind of start making those jokes about, you know, it being racist until they deny service to a black person. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, that's how I always understood it. But I think, Mike, though, the bigger, larger issue that I gleaned from all this is what you said, man. It's just like they want to be victims so much, and it's really working. This push into victimhood about every single thing or change just runs afoul of the white community, that they're just outraged. The one thing that they have to keep around is the divisiveness in America when it comes to race. Woke started to kind of fade away from the conversation, and they're finding ways to bring it back in. DEI started to fade away, and they're starting to find ways to bring it back into the conversation to keep people riled up and to keep people divided around these issues. And that's the thing, and that's what I'm seeing just as a whole. And this whole Cracker Barrel thing is another thing where you just want to rile up these racist white people to make them think that they're losing something. The conversations about we're losing our values, what? And you add on the fact we didn't even talk about what Trump was talking about, the Smithsonian, where he was talking about the slavery. Talking about, like, what are we doing? And all this stuff is just to keep people like not like yelling at one another.
You know, I agree with you totally, but at this point, it's like I don't even think there's like a trick being played. I think that we have just finally exposed just how fucking stupid and racially paranoid white Americans are. Like, I don't think this is like we're gonna try to make this outrage branding. I don't think this is Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle. I don't think that they did this to bring attention. I think that they're just like, we changed the logo and these fucking weirdo racist white people got upset. You know, I think that we're just finally seeing, that's one thing that Trump has done with his 2 presidencies, is he has exposed just how stupid, especially white Americans, actually are. To the fact that you're mad about a restaurant that you probably weren't even going to, but you're pissed off because they took some old white man off the logo. And the thing about it is, I was Googling it while y'all were talking, and Google could be lying to me, but it says that whole discrimination thing was in like the 2000s. I moved here in 1991, and the second we saw Cracker Barrel, we were warned, do not go to Cracker Barrel. We were told that place was fucking racist. Of course, that's why my mom went there, because, you know, she's like, you can't tell me where to go, which is fucking ridiculous. But I didn't fucking go there. I was like, well, I don't need that food that bad, and it can't be that good. So I'm cool on Cracker Barrel. So Cracker Barrel has always, from my experience, had a racist connotation to it, and it was probably just the kind of people that went there and worked there. Because when I went inside, I was like, Mom, never coming back here again. This is crazy. Why is there a pickaninny like mug in here? Why are you cool being in this place? This is sick.
Freedom.
Freedom
we can go in there now, Mike. It gives off definitely racist vibes for sure. You know, but I think there was a conversation about Cracker Barrel versus Waffle House. Am I correct? Spike and Rod, y'all remember that when we were trying to figure out which one was better? And I think people will like, I don't want to go to Cracker Barrel. I'll just go to Waffle House. Like,
I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know, Waffle House don't have the pancakes. I mean, they waffles are good, but they don't have like the pancakes that.
See, it's not a joke, Ken. It's not a joke.
That's IHOP, right?
No,
International
bro,
House of Pancakes, bro.
It's different. It's different. It's different, bro. It's different.
Oh man, what kind of flour they using, bro?
White.
You know what's crazy?
Enriched white flour.
They actually sell the batter, that you make it with.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, these white folks, man, they know they're not taking their ass in Cracker Barrel. I don't even know why they tripping.
It's mostly us in there, yeah. Now, you know, on like the senior citizen days where you get discounts, it'd be white people there.
Yeah, so
It's the pancakes raw, right? Don't nobody fix them like them.
See,
Ain't nobody
crispy.
fixing like them, bro.
They crispy around the edges.
Bro,
Like IHOP
it's-
can't do it, Ken.
when you
it's
said it
the
was a
best.
joke, Ken, I was looking at Spike and Rod. I'm like, they're not joking.
No,
They could
No,
they
it's
could
the
call
best.
him nigger to their face, and these two fools will
It's the
still
best.
walk
And that's
in there
not
with
true.
pancakes.
That is not
It's the
true.
best
Yes, it is.
pancakes in. It's the best pancakes in the
There's
US.
no food on the planet that's worth that.
Worth what?
These are isolated situations. We've
Oh,
established that
God.
Cracker Barrel is not a racist brand. They ain't the KKK, Mike.
Are you sure?
Like,
Are you sure?
I'm not,
I don't think they
but I'm
are.
pretty
No.
positive they not.
Here's the thing.
It's just
think
the
these are
aesthetic. The
isolated
aesthetic is racist. It's just the aesthetic that's racist.
Okay,
I think the
listen to
racist
what,
stuff that
listen to what he
happened,
said, Spike. Listen to what Rod just said.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear him?
the aesthetic is racist.
Does that make sense to you, Spike?
It's set in an old time place, and racism just happened to be very much more acceptable than it is now.
And they
That's
started
the aesthetic.
including us. They
When
started like
someone
putting us on the
tells you-
walls. You know, they was better
So-
than South. Was the South? It was better than South. They started putting us on the walls, Mike. Like they started putting old prestige black people on the walls. I was like, okay,
they're probably
So, like-
employees.
right.
You wouldn't do like a Civil War tour or stuff that's based in that time frame, Mike?
Face right now, Spike. What Rod's face should give you my answer. What the fuck? Are you serious? Why would I do that? That's not my
To
history.
learn history.
I don't need Spike. I have a book, bro. Why the fuck would I go do a Civil War? What? I can't even believe you seriously asked me that shit.
Cosplaying in the Civil War.
That's they gonna get me, Spike. You saw Antebellum.
Can y'all imagine Mike with those hats on? Like what?
One of them long guns.
Bullets. What they call them? What they call
Musket.
A musket.
Oh God.
I don't need any of that history. I've learned enough to know that I wasn't welcome.
Damn.
And Cracker Barrel, even if they're racist or not, I don't know if they are. If they are that into the aesthetic of racism, I don't have any reason to fucking go there.
They
That's
were.
crazy.
They were. They started changing it. It made, they
But
took
y'all were going there before this. So stop acting like you didn't go there until the black people started showing up on the walls. Y'all were going there before this.
It
Nah.
did make
That's
me
how
feel
you
some type of
know
way.
that they changed.
It made me feel uncomfortable. When I would eat there, I absolutely was uncomfortable.
Until he took a bite of that pancake and went like,
Right,
all is forgiven.
right.
Yeah.
This is why we can't get nowhere.
I swear, man. I think I told y'all this before, and it's like I mentioned it one day. I was like, "Yo, man, you ever looked at these walls? Like, this is like really racist." And then I swear, man, like maybe a month later, I came back and it had black people on the wall. I was like, "What happened?" Somebody else must have actually said something.
I cannot believe y'all right now.
Hey, man, you know they're trying to right their wrongs, man.
No, they're not. They're trying to get your nigger dollar. That's all they're doing. Y'all
Look,
the
y'all-
same ones that were talking about, oh, we got to boycott Target, but waffle. No, I need some pancakes. Let me
I'm
go
with
to
you.
Cracker Barrel.
I'm with you. I am
No, you're
not an
not.
advocate. I am not with Cracker Barrel, but I am an advocate of. I am an advocate of being conscious about where I spend my black dollar because I know that people are using me. But I'm telling you, it's just the damn pancakes, Mike. I cannot.
God, do you not understand how contradictory this is?
I do. I understand.
Okay, just making sure you
Man,
understand that.
I'm a man of contradictions. Like I'm
We
like
all
Tupac.
are. We all are. To be
Like-
human is to be
Yeah,
contradictory.
absolutely. So I get it. I know exactly what I'm saying and I know exactly what I'm doing, but at least I am cautious in other areas, on other establishments. It outweighs it, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I am very
Oh, that was
conscious.
funny.
I am very conscious. But yeah, I don't know. I sent Ken a clip, man. I don't know if he can play it though. It's
Oh.
Kev on Stage. Kev on Stage is his name. Y'all know Kev on Stage,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a video about it. Are you able to play it, Ken?
Yeah.
Will we get in trouble for playing that? Or does this count as fair use or whatever?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, it's no different than the other stuff we play.
yeah, it's like on Facebook, so I think it'll be
True.
fine. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can play it.
It sounds like no, he can't play it.
I just got to log into Facebook.
Why he look like Ice Cube in War of the Worlds when he was trying to fucking figure out how the computer works?
All he had to do was get out of his chair. That's all he had to do was this. What? And took off his glasses real quick.
Yo, they took off
Like you see, bro. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, God.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
So bad.
I hate logging into
My bad.
Facebook. It's
My
awful,
bad.
bro.
Are you
I don't
in?
even know how to log into Facebook.
You know what? I'm with you, Spike. Like
Every time somebody send me a
Facebook
Facebook link, I just skip it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Bro, I do too.
Yeah.
I do
My
too.
bad. I tried to find it somewhere else, but
No, you good.
sure I saw
I'm in
it.
now.
okay, I probably saw it on IG, but when I searched it, it was on Facebook. I think it's originally a TikTok video.
All right.
But I saw this like 2 weeks ago, and I was gonna share with because this ain't the first time I brought up Cracker Barrel.
This is crazy. He's still
I got it
I
now,
know.
Mike.
I know. Where Ice Cube at?
right. He up in the top left screen.
I got it now. I'm good.
Oh,
I feel like Ice Cube was working fast though.
He was. It's not my fault. It's Facebook.
He was.
It's Facebook.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's the audio.
Oh, that stuff's still on the wall.
I can't eat there.
But it's not the same.
You gotta
That's
have the
different, though.
racism aesthetic.
Can
You
y'all
gotta
hear
have
it?
the rocking chairs and the hint of segregation in the air. If I don't feel like I'm on the set of Sinners, then how do I know I'm in a Cracker Barrel? This is a gentrified Cracker Barrel. They done took all the character out of it, and I know the edges of the pancake ain't burnt. I gotta feel like somebody wants to say, "Good morning, boy." Go in with respect, and no respect at all. I feel like they want me to work there, but they don't want to pay me ever, and I've got to live there. That's Cracker Barrel's thing. If you take that away, what is it? A Denny's, IHOP, a place I don't want to be at. Saw something on the internet. Dude said he ate in a remodeled Cracker Barrel and he hated it. And I want to join in on the hate.
It does look a little too clean, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that look crazy.
But I think that's good. Hopefully, it work out for him. Hopefully, it work out for him.
Do y'all remember when they changed po folks to folks?
Oh yeah.
And motherfuckers in Conyers were
Oh
hot.
my God. I
Hot.
didn't even know it was the same place, Mike.
I didn't either.
I thought it was a different spot. I was like, wait,
Me too.
where Po Folks at? What Po Folks?
I
Oh,
don't
this is the
think I ever
same
heard of
spot.
it.
They did the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing to this hot wing spot out there where we at, Rod. It used to be called Cotton Picking Chicken.
You lying.
And
Tell
the
me
wings
it's
were
black-owned,
good.
I mean.
I'm dead serious. It was right down the street, right?
Was it black?
Right
owned?
down the street from my subdivision on that corner crossing the Ingles, bro. It was
Really?
Cotton Picking Chicken. Cotton Picking Chicken, bro. And they changed the name.
Were they black people?
It was just the name of the place.
No, but was it black owned?
Was it like a franchise or
No.
like a small business?
It was white people.
They had a franchise. They had a
Y'all should have
franchise.
burnt that bitch down.
They changed it to River and Roost.
Chicken.
Cotton picking chicken is crazy.
Yep.
Bro, super crazy.
Yep. Cotton Picking Chicken. But
The audacity to name your establishment that.
It don't matter because Ken still got chicken. You know Ken still went there.
I didn't go there.
Yes, you did. They make all the black people dance a little jig when they come through the door.
This it right here. Hold on. They've changed the name though.
I sure was looking it up.
Yeah.
Picking chicken. Jesus Christ, man.
That's wild, bro.
Yep. See, Cotton Picking Chicken, Jonesboro Road, bro. And that's just another one.
Chicken.
Now it's called River and Roost.
I still, man.
Same owners, just change the name.
They just changed the name to River and Roost. Yeah, they felt it was a racist. Y'all think that's a racist name?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not a racist name. It's just it gives connotations that it shouldn't give.
Right. Yeah. Anyway,
but we changed topics pretty quickly. But what I was gonna say about Po Folks real quick is that Po Folks was basically the same type of shit as Cracker Barrel. It just wasn't quite as racist. I think that Po Folks did it right. Like when Spike, when you're talking about they're stuck in this time, but that time was also a time where racism was just normal. I think Po Folks did that. But there wasn't none of this like overtly racist shit around the restaurant. Like there weren't picking any dolls or like weird shit like that. It's just when you walk into a Po Folks, you felt like you were in an old 50s Southern restaurant. Like the drinks were in those mason jars and everything was just fried old Southern food. It was good too. It was super good. But they did it right. Cracker Barrel knew what they were doing, and now they're trying to fix it.
Well, a couple of people who knew what they were doing were two white folks. We're gonna stick with them for a minute. Who trolled Jasmine Crockett's town hall and called her a fake ghetto hood rat. And this was at a Dallas town hall where right-wing personality and Blaze TV host Sarah Gonzalez stormed the event and unleashed, "Jasmine, the people of Dallas deserve better than a fake ghetto hood rat. Do they know you're a spoiled rich kid from Missouri?" She was promptly booed and escorted out by security amid shouts and tensions. There was even this one white lady who got up. She was all in the camera.
Said, "Get out of here. Get out of here." I said, get him, Methel. Get him, Mildred.
She was mad, man.
She said, "Get out of here, you."
Yeah, and then a second one, known online as Blonde Conservative, interrupted the event and asked, "Why do you hate white people? Why are you racist toward white people?" She also got removed.
That's a crazy question.
So,
Oh man.
Yeah. So they trying to come out there. I think Jasmine really handled this well. You know, when I watched the video, I thought she did a good job in you know, dealing with the trolls, I guess. But I thought she handled it really, really well. Even online, she still posted stuff. So, what do you guys think about this story? Because I didn't know about it until Spike put it on. I don't know how I missed it. You saw it earlier this week?
Yeah. Like I mentioned either the last week or the week before, I haven't really been getting on Twitter like that. I just go on my mentions, see if anybody I give a fuck is saying anything that I care about, respond to them, and then just get off. But there was one day I was in Kroger and I was just scrolling and I saw the Gonzalez lady. I didn't see the other one, but I saw Gonzalez going off and talking about, you know, we need better than a fake ghetto hood rat. And I was like, wow, what? But then when you go and you watch her interviews, you'll see what she means. And it's just like, this is one of them things where it's like racist white people really think they're making a point, but really don't understand that you're just backing our point up, that you're just a racist piece of shit. Because she's like, do the people know that you grew up rich and spoiled? So she goes in this interview and she's like, yeah, you know, she's acting like she's the champion of black people. But I mean, she went to private school and she has a master's and this and that. So, and I'm like, what about any of that says she's not in tune with black people?
That's
like, you're just being like, you're acting like we're only one thing. And they're like, she talks like this and she talks like that. Yeah, that's not always conditional, determined by where you grew up or whatever. Like, it could just be that's her vernacular. So why are you going on TV thinking you're making a grand point? Meanwhile, we're sitting back like, oh, you're just fucking racist. And you're loud about being racist.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. And I think that she thinks she's making points that black people would agree with, but that just shows how racist that she is. it's not an aha moment when you tell us, oh, she has a master's degree. Oh, she grew up and went to private. Okay. And like, I think white people have this idea that we have in our head that, oh, if you want us, you got to talk this way. You got to be like this. And it's this bravado that comes with being from Black culture and being raised in less than desirable situations. Like we that don't make you Black.
Right.
Like you can have the same upbringing that she has and still be a true, authentic Black person. I don't think white people like her can wrap their head around it. Like, so
I think that's
agree
exactly
with you 100%.
Right. If y'all have not watched the interview, I wasn't familiar with this dumb fuck before this, but if you have not watched the interview, because she was kicked out by security, and the security was a brother, right?
Mhm.
And the guy that was interviewing the Gonzalez woman was like, you were escorted out by a big Black man, or these big Black men. Is you know how you can tell by the way they say Black that they're racist?
Blacks.
There's like a weird inflection, like when there's like, oh, it's like a big Black guy versus a big Black. It was like they emphasized the A for some weird reason. It was one of them. And
because they don't want to say Black, they rather say nigga.
They want to say nigga. That's exactly what I think too. It's like
As soon as she said something, that guy started moving, bro. He started walking right towards her.
Yeah, because she was filming, so he knew that she was there for a moment, but he probably also saved her life. Because like I said, Mildred was gonna get that ass.
She was.
Mildred was gonna get that ass. She said, "Get out of here! You get out of here! You just go."
That's how you know you mad, when you just get stuck.
Yeah,
you can't even get the word out.
You stuck on that word for 15 minutes.
You trying to rush to that. You're trying to rush to that word that you know finna hurt their feelings and just get the other shit out the way and you get stuck on it.
Yeah, but so were they just trolling and trying to do something for their show? Like, there's no way this was serious, right?
They believe.
I think they believe this. They think that it will resonate, and it probably will to some of those dumb conservative people that Amanda Seales was voting. I mean, that was debating. Like, they think it'll register that they call her fake and she's acting this way, and that we will respond to it. I think they really believe it.
Agree 100% with Spike. I watched an interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't remember when it was, but she was going on and on about Jasmine Crockett too, and she was like, she's just fake. She's as fake as her nails. She's as fake as her hair. She's as fake as her eyelashes. And yeah, I mean, I think that she's not trolling. I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene, especially of all people, sees someone like Jasmine Crockett and is immediately upset because she's smart, she's successful. Not Taylor Greene, but Jasmine Crockett. She's smart, she's successful, she's fine. So I think that bothers her because you look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I'm sure there's a segment of the US that probably finds her smart, and for some reason they're attracted to chicks that look like R2D2 and mixed with Hulk Hogan. I don't know, but she probably is threatened by the fact that there's a better looking than her, smarter than her, more charismatic than her Black woman in that position, and that just really bothers her. And I'm sure she's still stuck on that bleach blonde, bad built, whatever comment that she made however long ago, and she's not letting that go. So Jasmine Crockett is just the new flavor of the month, where it's all these fucking racist, conservative white people are just looking for someone to pick at.
And everything that you said, I agree with. And I think she's aggressive too, but in a good way. And I'm talking about Crockett. And I think that it intimidates them so much, so they trying to bring her down a peg. But like her aggression and her passion towards the things that she speak to, they see that, and they see her trying to act ghetto. But in reality, it's just passion that gets mislabeled a lot with Black women when they are like aggressive in that manner and passionate about something that they do. I think that's the old trope that they go into of the angry Black woman, and they trying to provoke her.
Absolutely. They do that. They do that with black people, period,
Mhm.
across the board. Anytime we get loud, they immediately say, "Oh, you're this angry black man."
Mhm.
Or just like you said, Spike, especially if the black woman is smart
Yep.
and well spoken, but aggressive, oh, they don't like that shit one fucking bit.
Facts.
But the funny thing is, it's like, I mean, yeah, no, I won't even go in there. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. She's loud, she's passionate, and she's smart, and they're threatened. That's all it is.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene need to worry about Laura Loomer when they were beefing, because that shit.
Laura Loomer was handing it to her though, bro.
Man,
That was funny.
that bro, and I just knew it was fake and wasn't real. I was like, there's no way any of this is real. But when I started getting covered, bro, Rod, did you see any of this stuff?
I hadn't seen
Man,
it.
Laura Loomer called Marjorie Taylor Greene a lying fake Christian whore. And she said that Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't a Christian. She said, how do you call yourself a Christian when you're wearing a cross while getting bent over backwards inside the gym by every man who isn't your husband?
Backwards.
Jesus.
She getting bent over backwards?
That's what she
God
said.
damn, how you do that? I'm trying to.
She said she's on her knees all night and
Damn.
it's not for praying. That damn
Damn.
Laura, bro.
Oh, I did see. So I did see that.
All
I
night?
did see that.
She went in.
Yeah,
I did
she
see
was
that,
on
Ken.
Crazy, bro. Yeah,
She
that
on
was.
her knees all night.
I just didn't care. I just didn't care to look into it. But yeah, I did see that.
No, I can't look into it. A woman that's on her knees all night. I want to know what Marjorie Taylor Greene
Bent over
did.
backwards too.
Bent over
She got
backwards
that
in the gym.
Trying to see what that like, huh, Mike?
Hey,
Trying to
I
see
She
what
got that
is.
Nancy Reagan. She got that Nancy Reagan going on.
Is that what it
she got.
is? Let me find
Yeah.
out. Let me go ahead and
You
look.
know, Nancy Reagan is
Throat
infamous. She infamous in DC.
Oh yeah, I heard about. Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Nicole Collier, Democrat in Fort Worth, Texas, was basically sleeping overnight. She called it a slumber party for democracy. And she was protesting the redistricting in Texas. So she refused to sign a permission slip allowing state police surveillance, upon return to the Capitol, calling it a blow to her dignity and autonomy. So instead of leaving, she camped out overnight on the Texas House floor, declaring herself a political prisoner and staging what she and her colleagues dubbed a slumber party for democracy. And this is a protest that arose after Democrats fled the state to block what they call a racist Trump-backed redistricting plan aimed at packing Republican districts. And upon their return, they faced arbitration via law enforcement, escort mandates, et cetera, et cetera. You know, when I saw this, I was like, is this the best y'all can do? But as I read more and more into it, I'm like, well, at least you're trying to do something, even though it looks very much like political theater and to a certain degree toothless. But it's like I kind of feel her on like these people want to follow me around with police to make sure that I don't like, what are you doing? Like, why are you following me around like that? And who the fuck, who, how dare you? I mean, these guys were threatening to have all of them arrested and all kind of stuff like that, just for leaving the state. Like the things that's going on right now is insane, with more deployments to apparently some other cities that may take place next week. We know what's happening in DC right now. California was indeed a test, but yeah, so this is what she decided to do, but it didn't change anything. They still got this thing through, and the only thing that they can do to fight back is what Gavin was able to do in California. But where the fuck is everybody else? Because now they're pushing to have other Republican states redraw their maps, which technically you really shouldn't be doing this right now. But what do you guys think about this? Is it just theater? What? Any thoughts?
I think her part is just theater. Yeah, like at least she is speaking up and trying to do something, but I don't think it's going to be effective. When you say they shouldn't be doing this right now, do you mean the Republicans or the Democrats as far as redrawing the maps?
Oh, Republicans. Republicans technically, they shouldn't be redrawing the maps. They're trying to retain power for the midterms, so they're trying to redraw the maps so they can get additional seats. Because Trump don't want to lose control over the House.
Isn't it just gonna go tit for tat like they doing though? Like if Texas does it, then California is gonna do it, then Illinois is gonna do it, then Ohio is gonna do it. Like it's gonna probably even back out, right?
Possibly, but Republicans are hesitant to do it because they don't want to spend their political capital in this way.
Do you mean Democrats are hesitant to do it?
Republicans. There are some Republican, governors that are hesitant, but they're gonna, as they always do, bow down to Trump. I think the concern for me, Spike, Mike, and Rod, or whether the Democrats will fight back. Other Democrats will join Gavin Newsom, and if they do, then what? How can they redraw the maps to fight back? Because the conversation around the whole thing was like Texas did what they were doing. Gavin counted it, but they were fussing and mad at Gavin and criticizing Gavin for what he was doing when they were doing the same thing. It's crazy how they were able to flip that conversation and make it seem like what he was doing was fucked up. It was insane watching that just kind of play out in real time. It was like, man, y'all are really they're masters at this stuff, bro. Like they really are. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they are able to flip the conversation into their favor publicly, seemingly a lot. But anyway, but yeah, that I don't think the Democrats will be willing to fight back.
Was Ken frozen on y'all end?
His picture is, but yeah, I don't see why the Democrats wouldn't fight back against this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it political theater? Sure. What is not political theater though? Like everything these people do is political theater. So I think that when you say that it didn't change anything and there's no point, well, we're talking about it. So that's kind of the point, because I don't think a lot of people even knew this was happening until she did this. Of course, I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, this is super performative, but so what at this point? Like, if the bill's gonna get passed regardless, they're going to win. Republicans are going to win with this. So when you look at it and you say, well, what's the point? Well, the point is, let's bring up that this is happening, so when it happens in other places, people are aware. So I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with what she did, especially if you're looking at it from the standpoint of this is a person that says, I'm not going to bow down to Trump or his cronies pushing more of a police state, because from what I read, the paper said that you were voluntarily becoming what did it say, like custody of the officers for 24 hours. Why would anyone sign that? Why would anyone fucking sign that? That's insane. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize this woman for already forgot her fuck Collier.
Yeah.
I'm not going to criticize her for being performative. I'm looking at those other Dems and being like, why did y'all sign that shit?
Facts.
That's insane. That's crazy. Y'all were y'all were still going to lose, but stop fucking losing happily. That's been my fucking problem with Democrats, is they're just fucking happy to lose. They're like, well, nothing we could do, so I'm just gonna go retreating over here. Nah, motherfucker. At least bring up that something corrupt just happened. At least do something so people are hearing like, oh, that's what these fucking evil, racist motherfuckers are doing right now. They're doing everything they can to decrease Black political power. That's what they're doing. Okay. I'm glad Collier did this, because now I know at least what might be coming to my state too. So, I mean, it's just like nobody's talking, not nobody, but a lot of people aren't talking about Trump and the absentee ballot stuff. It's like all of these things keep happening, but they only make the news if people throw big stinks about it. So yes, motherfuckers, throw stinks. fucking speaking of stinking, stay there for 3 days with no shower, please. Because my thing is, that's the fucking least you could do as an elected official. That is the least you can fucking do, is be inconvenienced for 3 days or 4 days or 5 days to point out something fucked up that's happening, so the rest of the people know about it.
Mike, that mail-in ballot shit after meeting with Putin and Putin telling him that is,
Man,
bro, when I saw that shit,
it's ridiculous.
I was so pissed. I was like, bro, and trust and believe he's gonna try to do it.
Of course,
What
well, he
mail-in
already
ballot, bro?
is. He said he's
What
trying to make an executive order. So he went and visited Putin, and he came back with this idea that you can't have a true democracy with absentee ballots, because he still is running with this idea that absentee voting is corrupt. Mind you, he was also pushing for absentee ballots not that long ago while he was, running last time.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fucking insane that he's now proudly saying, I got this idea from a dictator and I like it and I want to do it here. And stupid fucking Americans are still just like, yep, he's America first. Are you fucking insane? And the thing about it, it's not like Republicans don't use absentee ballots. They use them too, because a lot of them are fucking old white people who can't walk.
It helped him win the election.
It helped him win. It's insane that he thinks this way. But when you look at how stupid his fucking followers are, they just listen to everything he says and they take it at face value. Oh, yep. Absentee ballots are evil. We should get rid of them. Why? I don't know. Trump said it, so they must be evil. How do you live like that, man? How do you wake up every day and live like that as an adult? But
yeah, and my fear, Spike, is that you kind of layer these things on top of one another. What could happen is, if he's sending National Guard to these other states where crime is allegedly up, even though statistically it's not, even though they try to counter and say it's not being reported. But the one true metric you can use are murders. So because those typically do have to get reported. So that is one that typically is counted. But he's sending the National Guard to these states. He's occupying these states. And then you add on that absentee ballots and mail-in voting or whatever is all illegal. And then you have your National Guard there, and then you can take control of the voting rights and polling places. Because all you have to do is say this place is illegal or doing something, and then that's it. Now, then you can't vote in those states. It sounds insane to even think that could happen, but it could happen.
It could absolutely happen. It doesn't even sound that insane to me anymore. After all the things that have happened and are happening right now, this sounds par for the fucking course. I'm just more, not shocked, but more disappointed in the inconsistency of racist Americans, whereas they've been for centuries, just been, not centuries, but, for a long time, been anti-Russia. Russia is evil. Russia is this. Russia is that. Vladimir Putin's a dictator. He's, evil. But the motherfucker y'all voted into office is best friends with him and comes back saying, I got this idea from this guy and I think it's a good idea and I want to use it. And y'all are like, oh yeah, Putin's great. Like, y'all don't even have functioning brain cells at this point. You're just like, whatever Trump says, you're like, okay, sounds great. But yeah, I mean, this is just, them thinking that it's okay to put police escorts on politicians, Democrat politicians, because they need them to be there so the bill can't get postponed anymore. How the fuck are people not throwing fits about this? Republicans and Democrats. Why are both of y'all not being like, this is a gross misuse of power? Especially with police officers. Y'all are so pro-police. And you had Doge in there trying to cut funds and y'all were so pro that. But now you have a motherfucker being like, yes, use taxpayer dollars to follow this politician around for 24 hours. Really? And y'all are like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Locking the doors on someone, not letting them leave a political office. Y'all are like, yeah, that makes sense. This country's cooked, bro.
Yeah, we're in trouble. And speaking of cuts, We're starting to see the impact of the federal cuts that took place earlier this year, the impact of the economy and jobs and the lack of job creation when the jobs report came out and those numbers were revised and Trump got rid of the BLS guy and put his own guy in there that was apparently at the January 6th insurrection, protesting. He was in the crowd. But yeah, so that being said, black unemployment is up. As of July 2025, the unemployment rate for Black Americans jumped to 7.2%, climbing from 6.3% just 1 year prior, and more than doubling the national average of 4.2%. And the economists warned that Black unemployment is always the first to rise during economic slowdowns, which is a troubling early warning sign for broader labor market instability. And Black women, we were talking about them earlier, are particularly affected. Their unemployment rate is double that of white women, and around 300,000 Black women exited or were pushed out of the workforce between spring and August 2025, adding nearly $37 billion in lost GDP, gross domestic product. So, concerns? Is this a concern?
I mean, we've always talked about like we'll start seeing the impact later on. People not understanding like how these things are gonna impact them in the moment. Same thing with like how I said. Well, this Mike too says about AI, like how later you'll start seeing unemployment rates going down. So like this isn't
going.
I mean sorry, going up. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's just one of them like wait and see things, man. It's like I think we all with this one we all do this switch. We'll start seeing the effects of this, and yeah, Black people are unfortunately the first ones that start suffering from this type of these type of decisions.
Yep, I agree completely with Rob. Yeah, it's just one of those things where y'all motherfuckers were warned. You thought, well, it's not going to happen to me, and now it's happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sucks that we're always the most vulnerable in these economic situations because they don't want us in the workforce anyway. But it just sucks that every fucking time we pay the fucking price, even if we're not the ones that are making these stupid voting decisions, we're the ones that pay the fucking price for it.
Yeah, we bear the brunt of it first. I agree with that 100%.
Yep. What's a 4.2 to 7.6? You know what I'm saying?
4.0 to a 4.6.
4.2 to a 7.6, Spike.
Well, I will say about the AI thing that they're talking that there may be an AI bubble. The bubble's about to pop. So it may be temporary though. But we'll see.
AI bubble?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, the AI bubble. And yeah.
We heard words, motherfucker. What does that mean?
Yeah, they are.
I like how Mike was like, "What you talking about?" And Kim was like, "Yeah, AI bubble."
I thought I froze again, but nah, yeah. We kind of talked about it lightly, I think a week or so ago, but this push to do AI, everybody's adding AI into their products. That's not really AI because it's the hottest thing that's out right now.
Yeah.
And the market is starting to see a little bit of contraction and reversal with those AI companies, and that we're getting to the point where AI bubble may end up bursting because some of these companies are not delivering on their AI initiatives, and that there's going to be an inevitable crash. And I think what'll probably end up coming out of it is just a couple of winners. ChatGPT 5 rollout was completely awful, and there was a lot of backlash to that. And Sam Altman had to come out and try to make things right there. But yeah, there's rumors that there's an AI bubble on the horizon.
The AI bubble, now that I know what you're referring to, is the same situation. It's what we've been telling y'all that y'all won't listen to. AI does not think logically. So there was a bunch of, I don't know if y'all saw this, but there was a bunch of talk about there was like a puzzle or something that they asked AI to solve. It's like a human puzzle, like a not human puzzle, but like a real life puzzle. And it's like this triangle thing, right? And it's like it's these rings you put on this pole, and they're bigger at the bottom, smaller at the top. And I forget all the details of the puzzle, but when they asked AI to solve it, it was like AI added way too many steps to get to the same point than a human would do. So now they're realizing, well, yes, AI will get there, computer learning will get there, but it doesn't think logically. So, like, I'm even seeing that at my job, they're pulling back on using AI because AI fluffs everything. It doesn't get things in a more efficient and tighter way. It's just easier for the human because the human is fucking lazy. And they want to eliminate humans that have to like think and get paid for this job. Instead, they can be like, well, we'll just ask AI. Yeah, AI will get the job done, but it's going to be a worse job because AI doesn't think logically.
It literally just happened, or not literally. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to bring up an example real quick. It happened at one of my last shoots. It was a law firm, and I do this law firm all the time. Like very efficient, very efficient. I know where the spots are in the areas of the building where good shots are. Like where I could put lighting. But his new I don't know what your assistant or whatever, she used AI to conduct how the shoot should go. She's like, well, I just, she didn't tell me she used AI until I got there. She sent me a document and it was just laid out like, oh man, it was just perfectly laid out. Oh, how this shoot should go. Oh, we're gonna start here. We're gonna line everybody up in this line, and we're gonna shoot over here, and then we're gonna shoot over here. Shoot went horribly. Like it went so bad because it didn't account for like sun outside. People with makeup is going to be hot, so we shouldn't start outside in the heat and then come back in, and then they have to redo their makeup and all this other stuff. It's just like, but no, me as an actual person can understand, like, don't shoot outside first. Because you got women, you got 4 women in this group whose makeup just got done, and now they're sweating, and now they gotta reapply makeup and all this type of stuff. You got men in full business suits that are sweating now, and now we gotta do the shoot inside. It's like, I know that. Chat GPT didn't know that. They didn't account for that. They just like, oh yeah, you do this. They're sitting here and they get up and go over here. So it was a prime example of how we talk about the logic stuff. You're right. It doesn't think logically. It just thinks like, oh, this is how we get here, and it doesn't think efficiently either because like it wasn't efficient to do it that way. I mean, it's the worst shoot I ever had with them because she decided to use AI.
You should tell them that too. You should.
I will.
I'm not telling you what to do, of course. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I brought that up to my boss. I was like, none of this shit makes any sense. Why are we doing this? And I'm glad that they finally listened. Like AI sounds so cool and it sounds so sexy until you try to implement it. And it's like, well, it doesn't work for this. Because it's not a person. And a person knows that this is a bad idea. I just hope that more people catch on to how fucking stupid this is, especially poor people catch on to how stupid this is before it's too fucking late.
It's implementation is a tool, but to what you guys are talking about is it's a learning language model, and it only gives you information based on what it has already received.
Exactly.
So and the only way it could have changed anything that happened in that shoot, Rod, was they would have had to go back and add that information in to get another result, right? The thing that they're pushing towards now is what they call ASI, which is the Skynet version that everybody's afraid of, which is artificial super intelligence that would be able to kind of think. These models don't think, and I think there's a misunderstanding of what AI is and how it works, and I think people are just not realizing that it's it can be a tool to help them do certain things, but is nowhere near at the point now where it can be fully replicative when it comes to certain jobs, even though they're a push for it. Will it eventually get there? Yeah, I think so. Will this ASI thing take off that they're actively pushing for? There's a lot of conversations happening now, but right now, this is not what this version of AI is intended for, and people are trying to use it for that.
Yeah, I mean, we know that, but I think that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Is people that are anti-AI have been the ones telling the rest of y'all that this is not going to work. This is going to make things worse. And because AI sounds so fucking cool, motherfuckers are just like, nah, it doesn't matter. It's AI is awesome. It's quick and it's easy. And the whole point of them using it for this shoot is to eliminate Rod at some point. That's absolutely what they're trying. Like, that is what the end goal is. It's for them to not have to employ someone like Rod. So it just bugs me out that motherfuckers are still like, yeah, man, I can't wait to see what AI does next. Yes, what AI does next is put your friend out of business, and put your neighbor out of business, put your favorite whatever out of business. AI, fuck AI, man.
Once you seen it, some of the stuff from her creating an AI generated agenda, did you say anything, or you just went with the flow? As far as just how she want to do it, I'm gonna just let it play out, but I know it's gonna be bad.
She hit me the day before the shoot with this document. She hit me the day before with this document. He's like, "Oh, sorry that I got this to you late, but yeah, this is what we want. This is how we want to do it tomorrow or whatever." I was like, okay, or whatever, you know. And so yeah, we got there. You know, I set up my equipment and stuff, and I try to follow this document that she had. I mean, it went horribly. It's literally the worst one I've done. Like, I mean, and I say worse, meaning that the other ones were good. I mean, it was bad. So, but yeah, because I know the building, I know the poses, I know all of this stuff because I've done it several years at this point. And yeah.
Well, lesson learned. I guess once you tell her, you know,
it won't be.
Oh, she knew after. No, she knew afterwards. She's like, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best decision to do it that way. I was like, yeah.
But Rod, what's gonna happen is the same thing that Ken just said. What's gonna happen is,
bless me, thank you.
I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Sneeze. I couldn't hit mute in time.
Anyway,
yeah,
what she's gonna do is she knows it didn't work well this time.
Yeah.
But if they say, "Oh, we enhanced the program, give it another shot," she's gonna jump on it. What AI is MAGA of the tech world. It's all these people that fuck around and eventually find out. They're like, "Oh, I'm so pro-Trump. I'm pro-Trump. Oh yeah, Doge," until you fucking lose your job and you're like, "God damn it, fuck that Elon guy. I'm pro-Trump. I'm pro-Trump. Deport all the immigrants," until your fucking wife gets deported. Then you're like, "Damn, fuck Trump." The same shit's gonna happen with AI. Everybody that champions AI at some point, it's gonna fuck them, their family, their friend, something. And then they're gonna be sitting back like, "Damn."
Mike, I'm already sitting back like, damn. Because I'm like, because I see what they're doing. They're putting so much money in it. I'm like, God damn, like I'm thinking about like stuff ahead in the future. And I'm like, shit, I won't be able to do that. Probably won't be able to do that. Probably won't be able to do that. Yeah. So I already know. I mean, I see it. You know, like there'll probably be, I get back into the workforce, certain jobs I won't be able to get because of AI. So, you know, but for me, I'm thinking about like what alternatives I can do to what other areas I can go into. Other people may not be, you know, thinking that way. And that's unfortunate. But nevertheless, I know that this is here now. So yeah, I see it. I see all the way these CEOs and stuff are talking, bro. They're trying to get rid of all this shit. Data entry, all that shit, bro. All that shit's gonna be programmed.
And see, that's what everybody's saying. Like, oh, you know, well, will just learn different jobs that you can do outside of that or whatever. But do y'all not clearly see that it's driving you to a certain area that those opportunities won't be available for you? Like everybody's thinking like, oh yeah, I'll just get a job that controls the AI. Man, those jobs aren't gonna be for you. Those jobs aren't
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Not everybody be able to get those jobs, and I think that's the other unfortunate thing because
Yeah.
I think some of the things that not everybody's gonna have the skill set to be able to do those jobs. So
It's not even about skill set. Think about it
Yeah.
this way. If you have 10 people that know how to do this thing that are going for the same job, it's a high paying job. If you have 1,000 people that know how to do this thing going for the same job, it's a low paying job. That's the point. So like Rod's saying, when they're driving everyone to this certain area, and these dumb motherfuckers are like, well, shit, yeah, I can just go do that. No, because there's motherfuckers that are way more advanced than you that are going to have to fucking downplay themselves to go do that job. And the job is going to get paid so much less than it was before because there's so many people going for that same job. Eventually, motherfuckers are going to wake up and realize that y'all should have been shutting the fuck up about this stuff. Because, man, we are actively championing eradicating ourselves out of the workforce, and it's wild to me.
The crazy part, I was thinking about this a week or so ago, was net. The one thing you kind of thought would be safe, CDL, being able to drive trucks, bro. They're coming for that net. So my brother,
for sure.
my brother, I mean, he has a CDL license. That's what he's been doing. I was telling my wife, I was like, man, the way this stuff is going, I said, eventually, he's going to be out of a job at some point with all these self-driving cars and trucks like that they're testing. It's coming for everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Like
saw
that.
black folks making money with Uber and all that stuff. They shutting all that down. They shutting all that down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you thought you could Uber, you thought you could Lyft. Huh. You got something for you.
That's the part that sucks. Like the most low-paying menial jobs, those are the ones that are the quickest to get eradicated. And then at the same time, these stupid fucking conservatives want to complain about fucking welfare and people being out of work. Well, what the fuck do you expect? Look at what your people are pushing for. You're pushing us out of the fucking workforce. And then you're complaining about us being like, well, shit, okay. Well, the government should pay me now. What do you want us to do? I was driving Uber. I was picking people up. I was doing what I'm supposed to do. And now you want this motherfucker over here putting up fucking transformers that go and do that shit without me. And now you're complaining because I want the government to give me some money because I can't do anything else.
Yeah, I do wonder what will happen to all the jobs not the jobs, but the people that are unable to get jobs. And what are they going to do? Because this country needs people to work. But if they are replacing the jobs with AI, what do they expect everybody to do, especially if this country is against socialism in that way? And that's the part I haven't really kind of figured out. I'm like, well,
manual labor.
Yeah, but eventually that shit's gonna go away, and not everybody can.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And not everybody's gonna be able to do that shit.
Sorry, there's like a lag, so I can't tell when y'all are done talking on my side. I wasn't trying to cut y'all off, but yeah, I mean, eventually, computers will get to manual labor. But since manual labor is such I don't know, like you don't make that much doing manual labor. Not typically. So I bet you AI, they're not really concerned with manual labor just yet. It's probably easier to deal with the quicker job that it can take. Like you have to build robots and shit for it to take manual labor jobs. Like now the drafting part of construction, they can eliminate that motherfucker. But the dude that actually has to go out there and carry the wood and pound the nails into the wood and all that, that'll probably come a little bit later, I'm thinking. But I'm also stupid when it comes to AI, so I don't know.
the person that's doing the drafting, we're kind of just have a very elementary, just kind of taking the elementary approach to this. Is that person will eventually have to go do manual labor when he's not tailor-made to do manual labor. And then adding on what you guys were talking about earlier with everybody that was doing drafting now having to go do manual labor, there will be a high number of people that won't get that job. So then what happens to everybody that's left over that's just sitting at home with nothing to do? It gets real complicated in this whole economy. And if you have no money moving because people are at home, you don't have a functioning economy. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but
they don't care.
They're gonna have to care because they need customers. And if people ain't working to make money, then how are they gonna get people to buy the stuff?
Because they're not worried about poor people spending money. They're worried about the people that are already spending money to continue spending money. So they're not concerned with people like us. I mean, we're not poor, but we're not rich either. But they're not concerned with people like us or on lower social statuses than we are. They don't care about people like us.
But when you think that the person that's sticking with the drafting job, that person is probably middle class, he will move down a class and become poor and be eliminated. So you're thinking that it would be upper middle class to rich people? Because that's a lot.
Yeah, I just think that there's certain industries that probably won't get touched either immediately or at all. Like they're doing this very in a very calculated way that are going to spare certain industries. They're not going to touch industries that benefit the economy to that kind of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, it'll eliminate bankers, but I bet you the bankers will throw such a fit that shit won't happen no time soon. It'll sooner get rid of a fucking Kroger cashier and just have more self-checkouts. You know what I'm saying? Or have this idea that I remember FIFA was pushing where you go and you pick up a water off the shelf and you just walk out and the thing scans that you have it and it just automatically charges your
Amazon
card.
tried that in somewhere.
Yeah.
Amazon tried that store before.
It'll be something closer to that where it's like, well, we don't have to have a store that's manned, but financial planners and that type of shit, it's not going to touch them, but not because it can't. It's because these motherfuckers have the political power and the financial power to say, no, you are not going to fuck with my industry. Get that shit the fuck out of here. That's what I think, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, it's definitely very disruptive, but
I'll give you one really last quick example. Like I've been complaining obviously about Trump for a very long time, but I on Instagram, I follow a lot of accounts that buy records and all that kind of thing. And a lot of them are just like, I'm apolitical. I don't care about politics. Y'all talk about politics too much. I just listen to music. A bunch of labels this past weekend announced, because they're overseas, that they will no longer ship to the United States because of Trump's tariffs, because it's too expensive. Now these motherfuckers care. Now they're like, oh shit, fuck Trump, because now I can't get my favorite metal record. Fuck Trump, now I can't get this imported hip-hop 12-inch. It's like, yeah, if y'all would have fucking listened to people telling you what was coming, even though this is a menial thing. Who gives a fuck you can't get a record? Fuck you, you loser. You can't get a record. You'll fucking live. Motherfuckers are dying because they can't afford food. But fine, if it's you can't get a record that makes you come around, fine. You're here now. But it's the point of like, listen and pay attention to what's going on, man. Like at some point it's going to affect you.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. You think about as much as he took over DC because he didn't want the homeless people in the city and shit. That shit may increase when they wipe out all these jobs. So I don't know.
It was just
gotta figure it out.
It was just a headline that came up said you mentioned he took over DC. There's extensive plans to do Chicago next. Chicago mayor was just
Of
on
course.
TV.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of days ago. I think it was
Americans are
19
so good.
cities
19 cities,
or 9.
That's- bruh.
It ended with a 9. I
Half
don't
a
know what
difference.
other number was right.
Atlanta will be one.
You
Now-
think so?
Rewind back. I
Oh.
will once again say I'm never the smartest person in the room. I know a little bit about a lot of shit. I told y'all what was happening to Atlanta when Cop City was, when people actually gave a fuck about Cop City. Not saying I never stopped. I never stopped caring, but a lot of people stopped talking about it. Atlanta will 100% be on that list of cities that Trump militarizes. Guaranteed.
It's a Republican state, though.
It doesn't matter. It still has a very high black population. And if it's a Republican state, it'll be easier for him to take it over because Kemp's not going to say no. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, militarize it. Kemp wouldn't give a fuck. And Dickens' bitch ass won't care either. He loves Cop City. Cop City was already militarizing Atlanta. And I already told y'all about how Atlanta is the most surveilled city in the United States. The most surveilled city. Why do you think they're doing all of these things? It's just one step towards militarization. So yeah, if Trump is like, yep, we're militarizing Atlanta, who's going to fight back? Keisha Lance Bottoms, even if she was still in office, she wouldn't give a fuck.
She running for governor, ain't she?
I heard that, but I didn't verify it.
Is she really?
And it's
Yeah.
19 states. I actually got it here. But yeah, naturally, I was thinking that it's only going to be in Democratic, but nah, on the independent, bro, he going to Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming, all per Fox. Texas is the largest, and this is on the independent. 1,700 National Guard troops. It was a 19. It's states, not cities, though.
I know what you. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But just for people listening. But yeah. So that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you just said Georgia is on the list.
Yep. So yeah.
I'm telling y'all,
right.
Get fucking prepared for way more cop presence in this city than is actually needed.
Jeez. Mike, did you listen to the new Kid Cudi album?
Didn't even know there was a Kid Cudi album until y'all were nice enough to include me on a hip hop conversation.
I almost dropped it in the chat.
I'm fucking with you. But nah, I didn't even know there was a new Cudi. Like I said, I've been so behind. I've still not listened to Rock Marcy. I did not listen to
Damn, the DJ Premier Rock joint. You haven't listened to that?
Yeah, I still have not listened to it. I have not listened to it. I haven't listened to the new Chance. Not that I was running. I heard it was great. I know y'all just did a review for it. I haven't watched it yet, but I haven't listened to that yet. I've missed everything, man.
Great.
I finally listened to the new High and Mighty, but again, that's some nerdy backpacker.
I didn't know they had a new album out.
They got a new album. It's fucking great. It seriously feels like 1999. You know what I mean? It just feels like old school underground indie rap. It's a lot of fun. But nah, I mean, Shrapnel's got some new shit. I have not listened to those yet. I'm just behind, man.
I really want to know what you think about this Cudi.
I'm gonna check it out. I saw the cover and I was like, cover was kind of weird, so I don't know what to expect out of this album.
It's an interesting album. I'm not a Cudi fan. For people that's listening, that haven't listened to that hip hop, so I'm not a big Cudi fan. Have you listened to it, Rod?
Yeah, I started it when they
don't
finished it.
He don't like it.
He just,
Damn.
I don't know. Man.
It's a different direction, Mike.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not trying to do rock shit again, is he?
Sounds like it to me. I don't know if we're gonna call it rock though.
Wow.
I don't think it's rock, but I could be mistaken. That's why I want to know be curious to hear what you think about it.
He's kind of done this. He did. It's funny. He did it on a Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack. that my son likes.
Oh.
So
No, I heard for some reason my brain went to Sonic the Hedgehog beat,
oh no
not
yeah.
soundtrack. So yeah, that's why I was like,
Soundtrack.
what?
That's funny.
Yeah, it's called all of some lights or whatever. My son loves the song. It's very melodic, cutty or whatever. And that's kind of like what he's doing on this album, I guess.
I
mean,
just
it
don't
makes
know if
sense.
it's good.
I'm gonna check it out.
It
That's the
makes
only
sense
thing.
for
I don't
him
know
to
if
go
it's
that
good.
route because they like it though. Like
Was
it's
this
a demographic
recently?
for it.
An
Yeah, he
album
just
came
dropped
out?
it Friday.
Yeah,
He dropped
Yeah.
Friday.
you
It's
listen to
called
Kid
Free.
Cudi, Spike.
Absolutely not.
Nah, Kid Cudi's not his cup of tea
I
at
ain't
all.
never listened to a Kid Cudi album.
Spike acts
Ever?
like he's just so like defined and demure and like way too good to listen
Absolutely
to
not.
Totally
Absolutely
not, sir. Absolutely not.
Can't believe
Agree.
you didn't ask me that.
Right. Jesus. You probably like some of Cuddy stuff, Spike, especially his old stuff.
I like Day and Night.
Okay,
Then you
well, yeah,
like
you
some
would like
other
some of
Cuddy
his stuff.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah. If you
I
like
listened
that,
to
you'll like
Offset
some
new
of
album.
How was
Who?
that?
Offset.
Offset.
Oh.
Surprisingly better than I thought it would be.
Really?
It's
I heard
yeah,
some song. It was not good.
I'm surprised. Because I'm not a big Migos fan at all, but I wanted to hear what he was talking about because I heard him in an interview saying it is the most like impersonable album. You know how they album talk when they come out. And I want to see was he telling the truth. And it's Migos, but it is some introspective stuff on there. That's for Offset.
He said he did that the last time, though. He was talking
I
about
ain't
like
listened
kids
to the last
and stuff. Like, yeah, they said that about his album last time.
No, for real.
It wasn't
Mhm.
good though.
I heard that Chance was really good though. He got some great themes on the album. I heard one song he had wrote a letter to the black church and the mega churches.
Yep.
And he's rapping about how they do the black community. And then there's another song that he is writing, like it was called No Old Men or something like that. And he was talking about how when we grew up, older men played a more important role in the community. And it's really good. Like it's good music.
How far did you get? So you haven't listened to the album?
I listened to the first like 5 songs and I was surprised.
I see. I see.
Oh, I ain't made it to the part.
I'm not saying anything, Spike. I'm just saying, I was just asking.
Based on his recent previous work, it's a big upgrade. He's
Everything
not just
is an
talking about
upgrade
his
from
wife.
the
Yeah,
previous one.
that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah. We'll get ready to close out, but I saw this tweet and I thought it was funny. I'm glad both you guys are on here. I saw somebody said, I ain't never heard anybody say, put on some Jay-Z in terms of play some Jay-Z.
That's some silly.
I think kids say that.
Yeah, I do too.
I think
you mean
kids
say
say
that
that.
they've never heard that, you mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. Okay.
As much as I don't like Jay-Z, I've definitely been out skating or whatever, and people have been like, "Oh yeah, throw on that Jay-Z." And I'm like, "Oh god."
Jay-Z gets played, but it did make me think. I was like, "Wait a minute, dude." But Jay-Z was so like popular and large. He had so many big singles. You really don't even have to say, "Yo, throw on that Jay-Z album," because it's probably already playing anyway. So yeah, he was probably trolling, but
I don't think he was trolling. I think it's what Spike said. I think it's young people that just, because there's still, even in hip hop, there's still that battle with young people and old people, So, and Jay-Z is definitely considered old. So yeah, it's just them just wanting to establish their place. We're not trying to hear Jay-Z. We're trying to listen to Ian or whoever the fucking popular new rapper is. I have no idea. I think that's all it is. It's just, we did it when we were younger. Like when your daddy was trying to play you fucking Curtis Blow and you were listening to Ice-T, you were like, I'm not trying to hear Curtis Blow. Leave me alone. It's the same thing.
Hey Rod, I heard some teenagers playing Master P, Ice Cream Man.
Oh, really?
Bro, they were jamming too, man.
More kids.
Man, teenagers, man. I think they were 9th, 10th grade or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were jamming some damn Master P, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
That kind of makes sense though. It makes more sense than them listening to Jay-Z. Because Master P has that more simplistic rap style. So they're probably like, oh, this makes sense for what we listen to now.
So now, yeah.
Do y'all think Jermaine Dupri can make a Thriller? He said that's his career goal.
Make a
Bro.
Thriller.
I don't know. Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
Mike.
He said he won't feel completed until he makes his Thriller. And the conversation was, well, you got Confessions. And he was like, the reason that he doesn't consider Confessions his Thriller, even though it was so successful and renowned, is that he didn't go in with the intention of making a great album.
What?
He said everything he read about Quincy, like he went in with the intention, like he told the label before they even started recording that this is going to be one of the best albums ever created.
Quincy.
What about the Mariah album?
He said that's second
Emancipation
on his.
of Me.
He said that's second.
Yeah, because that one's Harold too. Like the Confessions is Mariah, the Emancipation of Mimi. Like that's like some of his best work.
Yeah,
to people.
but he said he wants to go in with the intention of making the best album of all time.
So he's upset that he didn't say the words, "I want to make a great album," even though he made
Come true.
two that are comparable to it.
Well, he said his premise in
crazy,
making
bro.
Confessions. He said L.A. Reid told Usher that nobody was talking about him, like that no one talks about your albums or you like once you do the music. So he said his intention for Confessions was just to get people talking about Usher, which is why he used that whole cheating scenario from him and Janet Jackson and gave the material to him. He knew people would talk about that.
Him and Chili.
Thinking it was him and Chili, but it was really about him and Janet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Mm-hmm.
He lying, Spike.
Which part?
That shit about, I never set out to make the greatest album ever. He just saying that shit. What he's trying to do, and this is slick. What he's trying to do is like, well, Quincy's purpose was to make amazing music, and that's why he made amazing music. I don't go into music that way. And that's why my music is not as amazing as Quincy's. It's like, bro, knock it off, dude.
He thinks his music. He thinks his music is as amazing as anyone else's, but he doesn't think that has his magnum opus. Like this is, yeah.
I get what he's trying to say. Like I said, I think he's trying to be slick.
It's Confessions. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's trying to say he can do better than that. That's what he's trying to say.
Confessions. Yeah, he definitely is trying to say that.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
That's a tough. Confessions is like, I mean, dog. Like it's a classic. It's when did that come out? Like old, like 20-something years ago.
Yeah,
about 20 years ago. It's probably like 20 years old now, and people still play that album like it came out yesterday.
Like timeless, bro.
Yeah, it's timeless.
And you want to top that? And with Chris Brown?
Nah, I don't think. I hope that's not what he's saying. I think he's just saying it's kind of like Dre with Detox. It's this whole like I can do better. It just hasn't happened yet. He's just trying to get a little bit of attention. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, look, yeah, I did Confessions and it was amazing, but I could do better. I just haven't done it yet because I never sat down and went in with the mindset of I'm gonna do better.
Yeah,
he's just saying it could happen if he wanted it to. That's how I'm reading that statement, which is smart.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. That was his attitude throughout the whole interview. It's like y'all need to put some more respect on my name, and I can do a Thriller.
I don't think this late in the game he's going to do a Thriller.
So that's what I was thinking about.
He said if he get the right artist, he said him and Chris Brown could.
Who's the right?
He said him and Chris Brown could definitely do one, but he said that he wouldn't.
I apologize, Ken. I didn't think that's what he was saying. I apologize. He is saying that dumb shit. Okay.
Yeah, he said that him and Chris Brown could do one, but Usher would never talk to him again. Is what he said.
Usher will never talk to him again.
Yeah, he said I went and did a Thriller album with Chris Brown.
Oh, I see.
And gave him that type of material, knowing the relationship that Chris Brown and Usher have. I don't know if they beefing or what. I ain't too.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about
that. But he was saying that from him knowing Usher all these years and Usher being his friends, if Usher wouldn't talk to him again if he went and did that with Chris Brown.
I'm trying to
because he was like, well, why you wouldn't do it for me?
Right.
There's only a handful of people that can give him a Thriller though.
Yeah.
Probably like a Rihanna. Rihanna could probably give him a Thriller. I think she's a big enough artist. Beyonce obviously probably could give him a Thriller. I don't know too many more artists that can give him a Thriller.
I think Chris
Yeah.
Brown could be one because Chris Brown is
Yeah, he on the
Chris
list.
Brown could be
extremely
maybe.
popular, bro.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Chris Brown. I didn't realize how well I knew he was. I didn't know he was still as popular as he is.
I'm always still fascinated
Yeah.
that people really
Yeah.
love him in the way that
It's
they do.
crazy.
And this is I'm just thinking about the music, not about any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the fact that he was able to rebrand himself was crazy because people was looking at Chris Brown as a crackhead at one point. And it's just like
Really?
all of a sudden they not. Yeah, you remember like his face was like sunken in and all that. Like people were really like not even looking at him as like having a career anymore. And then he just like this resurgence happened. I was like, oh, okay, everybody back on Chris Brown. That's what's
man,
up.
people love
didn't know
Chris Brown, bro. It's
They
He
do.
on the stadium
All
tour now.
ages, all
Yes.
ages, our age, the new kids, everybody. Like, yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of like Usher. It's kind of like Usher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not
it's
making a
interesting.
Thriller. I don't care what nobody says. He's not making a Thriller. He'll just keep saying that stuff, so you'll go listen to the album and see if that's the one that sounds, like his Thriller. It's a
Right.
smart marketing ploy, but he knows he ain't making no fucking Thriller.
What he did say that was interesting to your point about saying he's not making one. He said he's not necessarily sure, and this is kind of hedging the bet. He said he comes from a time in hip hop where people used to make things. He said we don't tell enough stories in hip hop, and he said that's why he did the Magic City doc. One, and two is that he's not necessarily sure that his Thriller, the version of it, would be music, but just something as culturally impactful as Thriller was to music.
First off,
So a documentary or
Bro, he just talking.
some
man.
type of content. Like it made sense to him. But I
course
said
it
the same
did.
thing you said, Ken. I was like, I don't understand how that works. Like you think you're gonna make a documentary that's culture as impactful as an album that sold the most units of all time? Like, is that what you're saying? Or a TV show? Like, I don't really get that.
it's so tiring listening to people that are out of touch say what hip hop is not doing. Whereas anybody that's tapped in is like, that's completely incorrect. Hip hop still has so many storytellers. You just don't know about them because you don't care to get tapped in. And I'm not even criticizing JD for that because a lot of people do this shit. I see big name rappers all the time being like, how come there's no cultural critiques? How come nobody's talking about rap albums? You just not looking. You stop at Fantano and then you move on. That's your fault. There's plenty of motherfuckers out here talking about culture. There's plenty of rappers talking and telling stories. You're just not paying attention.
Yeah.
How do you have Kendrick next to you doing fucking all these things and you're like, oh, there's no storytellers in hip hop? What are you talking about? And Kendrick, I mean, he's the biggest rapper in the fucking world, isn't he? Next to Drake, I guess.
I think he was talking about though the culture is where it came from, not people telling stories on tracks. Is that what you adding?
Oh,
is that
that's what you mean?
Yeah, he's talking about like
Okay,
when our younger years in hip hop, you could pick up the source and read the story about how this album was made, or you said there were more documentaries about this sound that they love in Oakland. It actually originated from this sound that's in New Orleans and tying like stories together.
I love
give you
shit like
more.
that, Spike.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's not enough of right now.
Yeah,
he said it's
I
not
love
enough
that.
people telling stories about hip hop. So,
I got you now.
I think he got a point there, though.
I would definitely love to see more of that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I know we're supposed to go close, but did y'all see Company Man make that video about apparently UMG supposed to have documentation on Drake and his relationships with minors?
What?
No, because I'm just over this, guys.
I'm amazed that they're still following this whole thing as much as they are. I got to reprogram my algorithm again. But yeah, Company Man did a whole video on it. At the 7-minute mark, he read in the court documents what they had. One of the court filings or whatever, he read a statement from it. So I was like, oh, that could be interesting. So I don't know. But yeah, I didn't know if y'all saw that. You say you saw it, Rod, or?
Yeah, basically threatening them like, yo, stop this now or we'll release the information that we have about this minor stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So
See,
anyway.
that's that Elon and Trump shit. If you knew you were working with a fucking pedo, why are you saving that information until it benefits you to release it? So that makes me look at UMG kind of crazy. You knew that he was fucking around with minors. Y'all don't look good right now. So now it's gonna be
that's essential.
What'd you say?
I'm saying that's probably why they don't want to release it, because it
Mm.
makes them look bad at the same time. But it's like, look, if you're trying to take us down, we'll take our own self down and build ourselves back up type in some way, but we'll take you down with us, basically.
But they had to know that that shit was gonna leak out and people were gonna find out that you were making that kind of threat. So now I'm looking at y'all like, oh, y'all were cool with pedos until the pedo's not cool with you no more.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, I'll be glad when it's over because this shit is stupid.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
Horrible for hip hop.
Yeah, but anyway. All right, man. Well, we'll leave it there, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.